It always starts with an idea, a big idea. But when we created the Real Estate Council more than 20 years ago, I'm not sure anyone could have imagined the transformation that would take place. Our impact is about so much more than the pro bono services or financial support we provide. Our impact is about changing the lives of our neighbors while transforming our neighborhoods. Over the years, we've made a difference in so many communities. In 1995, we started a long-term relationship with the St. Philip School and Community Center in South Dallas. Our projects have included housing, the school, and the community center. $10 million worth of real estate assets created or owned. But it's not just about the real estate. We've helped residents in this neighborhood begin living the American dream.
My parents always stressed getting an education, taking advantage of the opportunities that they were giving us, so I kind of took that message to heart, and St. Philip's was a great opportunity for us. I was more of a C student in public school, and once I was able to get into St. Philip's, I was able to come out of my shell and succeed and see results, and then it just kind of motivated me from there.
In 1995, when the Hernandez family found a Habitat for Humanity home on Peabody Avenue, life for their family was about to change. Their sons, Jesse and Juan, flourished in the transition from public school to St. Philip's. Their American dream was beginning.
I would say St. Philip's is kind of like the rock of this neighborhood. They're like the foundation where this neighborhood gets, I guess, their positive spirit from. But because I feel like without St. Philip's, there would have been no change in this neighborhood.
Before the work began in this neighborhood, kids like Jesse would never have dreamed of being a surgeon. Today, he's a graduate of Notre Dame on track for medical school. Before the work here, kids like Juan only watched cartoons on TV. Today, he's working toward a degree and aspires to be a 3D animator.
Whoever you hang out with, that's who you get influenced by, and I'm surrounded by successful people, and it makes me want to be successful.
They influence our family greatly, and they still do. We see St. Philip's continue to spread their positive message in this community.
As you can tell, for the Hernandez family, St. Philip's has been a game changer. So why do we get involved? Well, I'll tell you what motivates me and why I've tried to lead by example, encouraging both my son William and my daughter Elizabeth to get involved in the Real Estate Council. When we give of ourselves and when we combine our efforts with others, our community becomes a better place for everyone. Clyde Warren Park is a great example of that. As our first impact project, we got the ball rolling almost a decade ago with local and state advocacy efforts. In 2004, we launched the project with $1 million. Then we gave professional services and another $500,000 to move it forward. This month, Clyde Warren Park is opening, and it will have far-reaching economic development, recreational, and environmental impact for generations. We're not just building the city we've imagined for our families and ourselves, we're building it for people like Anna Hill, president of the Dolphin Heights Neighborhood Association. You think we're making an impact on communities, you need to hear her story.
We were here, but then we started having criminal activity, drugs, prostitution, whatever you could think of was moving into this area. We decided we needed to do something about it.
Anna Hill started a community watch that changed Dolphin Heights, she hopes, forever. But as this neighborhood was changing, there were some tense moments.
If looks can be a threat, well, I guess I have been threatened. But I don't remember being scared. It's like, okay, I gotta live here.
So the gangs left, the crime left, and the next step was to buy the biggest drug house on Silver Avenue and turn it into something really big. With help from the Real Estate Council and the East Dallas Community Organization, the Belay House was born. Today, it's an after-school program, a park, and a place that the residents of Dolphin Heights can be proud of.
People, we got together and made sure that they understood that this neighborhood was for all of us. And in order for us to get anything done, we have to be one. And that's happening. it's happening now. I guess I was kind of persistent.
It takes someone like Anna Hill to transform a neighborhood. We're still working on a community redevelopment plan for Dolphin Heights and pitching in with work days that let residents know they're not alone. It's not just about improving real estate, it's about improving lives. Renovations our Associate Leadership Council made at Promise House mean the agency can provide a place to go after school or a warm bed at night to more than 1,300 people each year. Our project is valued at more than $100,000, which includes grants, in-kind donations, and more than 600 volunteer hours. But to really understand the impact Promise House makes, you need to hear Ashley Journay's story.
There was always something in me that spoke that I had a greater purpose than what my situation was going to be, and I never understood it.
Ashley was 14 when she first came to Promise House. Her home life was a wreck. When she was kicked out of her house, Promise House counselors picked her up in the middle of the night in front of a convenience store in the worst part of town.
The counselor that greeted me when I got to the Promise House was very supportive. Basically from the age of 15 to 18, I was living wherever I could lay my head, whether it would be with friends or strangers or out on the streets. So at 18, I reached back out thinking that I'm an adult, they're not going to be able to help me. It was just very hopeless at that time. And to my surprise again, Promise House picked me up within days.
This time, the transitional living program at Promise House gave her shelter and got her education back on track. Today, Ashley's thriving. She's a dental assistant, and she says Promise House saved her life by teaching her the core values she needs to succeed.
That's a scary thought. And I give Promise House a lot of credit. I would have definitely ended up a statistic.
I thank you all for contributing to this special organization and those we serve. The work we do changes lives. It's humbling, it's important, and it's meaningful. Sure, from the beginning, we've known how to throw a good party. But that's just the means to an end. Together, tonight, we're building the city we've all imagined. It's a community that's not bound by freeways or fences. It includes the lives we've touched in the last 25 years and the lives we will touch in the years to come. And just think, it all started with a really big idea.